Hello everyone, BentlyK here. Welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today's video is a Hot Flash and Wrinkles makeup video. And we are going to be testing out a new foundation. It's not new, I'm sorry. It's new to me though. I've never tried it before. This is the bareMinerals Original Liquid Foundation. So this is the one that came right after the first bareMinerals. It was all the powders. This was the first liquid foundation, and that's what we're testing out today. This was sent to me by one of my subscribers. Thank you so much. So let's give it a try. We're going to start off with our primer, and this is my Tarte base tape. I love this primer. It smells so good and it does what I want it to. It says that it is a natural finish, medium coverage, a clean vegan foundation with 88% naturally derived ingredients that has been shown to visibly improve skin texture and reduce the look of pores instantly and over time. The highlighted ingredients are healthy mineral complex, visually refined skin and texture for smoother, healthier looking skin, olive-derived squalene, peptide, and prickly pear extract. And it is vegan and gluten-free. I wasn't sure about this because the color, but I tried it on Friday. So this is not a first impression, this is a second impression. And I have to say that my first impression wasn't that good. Because, I don't know, it felt like when I put it on that it changed the color, but it didn't really cover. It wasn't a medium coverage. But that was then. We're going to try it again. I got way too much, I can tell you that right now. But it wasn't coming out at first. And see how dark and yellow it looks? But it really kind of blends out. Because at first when I put it on, I'm like, oh my goodness, what were they thinking? Because I used the Sephora shade finder to pick the color. And I felt like it did a very bad job. But then once I blended it all out, it wasn't too bad. It's still a little too yellow, and I have a lot of yellow in my skin, so I thought it was rather odd. But see how it changes the color and it stays glowy, but it doesn't really cover. But I'm trying not to remember how it was. I want to see, because when I did it on Friday, I wasn't making a video and I couldn't remember what I put under it. But see what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys can tell, but it looks very, very, very yellow. Now, granted, I knew that it looked kind of yellow, so I did put powder all over my face, but I just used my regular translucent Bye Bye Pores. And I mean, it still looks yellow to me right now, but it seemed like by the time I was done with my makeup, it wasn't that bad. But now you can see why I said that on Saturday or Sunday, whatever the day that video went up, that I thought, oh my goodness, this is way too dark. But then by the time I got done and powdered it, it wasn't as bad. So let's just go over it with a sponge. But see how it's like, okay, there's color coverage, but then there's still red and dark. And I did get a lot of it in my hair last time, so I'm trying to not go quite as close to my hairline today. But we're going to give it another try and see if it gets better, because it's if it's still around, because this has been a long time that bareMinerals has been around. And if this is still available, that means a lot of people use it. So we're going to go in with my Pat McGrath. Yeah. And you'll see a difference already once I cover up this, all the purple and pink in my eyelid. It'll start to look better already, I think. If I remember correctly, it started to, and I thought, oh, it might work. But it says you can visibly see a change in the pores. I don't really see that at this point. But let's keep going. So now I'm going to powder it. I'm going to use my Bye Pores. And I am going to powder my whole face because I want to tone down the orange. I mean yellow. But I'm going to start off with just the places that I always do, my smile lines and my forehead, down low, and under my eyes. Then I'm just going to take my brush, and I am going to put a little bit on it, and then go over everything to try and, like, see, that helps so much with the yellow, even though it's a translucent powder. All right, let's go on and do our bronzing and blush. Ooh. Oh, did you guys see my hands? Have you guys tried those refillable ink cartridges for your printer? That's what I was doing today. My black ran out of ink, and I bought them quite a while ago, and when I bought them, they came with ink in them. Even though they're refillable, they had ink in them. So I just put the black one in there, and it was the only one that was in there. And I've just used it, and now it just ran out. And so I thought, oh, okay. I also bought a whole thing of ink. So I was ready, and it ran out, and I thought, I'll just fill it up because I needed to print something. And so I couldn't find the rest of them. Because you get the black one and all the colors, you know, the 3 other colors when you buy it. And I couldn't find those. I just pulled out the black one from the printer, and I looked at it and thought I could figure it out, which I couldn't. I mean, it seemed self-explanatory, I thought. And then I looked it up on Amazon, because that's where I bought it, and thought, well, I'll just look it up there, and it'll, I'm sure, have a video or something on YouTube that I can watch. It didn't. And what I couldn't do is, what I couldn't figure out is where to put in the ink. And then I figured it out, where to put it in, but I couldn't figure out how. And so finally I figured out how after I poked a hole in it with a pin, because I thought I thought that's what you're supposed to do, because I found a different kind, and you poke it with a toothpick. I don't know why I pushed that back. Then you can't see it at all. It just looks like a fuzzy mess. Anyway, it was a mess, and I had ink. And then when I did figure it out, after I'd already poked that hole in it with just a little stick pin, you know, it leaked. It leaked and leaked and leaked and leaked, and I was getting ink. I had ink all over my hands. I had a whole paper towel full of ink. I had a piece of paper full of ink. Luckily, I didn't get it on anything that was important. And finally, I decided I put it back in the printer, and every time I'd print a, you know, test page, it would have blotches of black ink on it. So anyways, I figured it out, and I had laid that one aside and was putting in an old one, and the old one was empty. And so then when I went back to that one that had been leaking, it wasn't leaking anymore. All of the side where you fill it up was like in the sponge side, and it wasn't dripping. So I thought, well, I'm just going to put this one in and see if it leaks again, and it didn't. So I think I'm okay. but it's still not right because you're supposed to be, when you get it, it's got the sponge side's all full of ink, and then it's like half full on the liquid side where you fill it. And I don't know why, I don't know how they did it, because it didn't work for me. But anyway, I'll try it again. But that one's full. And then I had to change the blue too, but I still have the new blue one, so it still had ink in it. This is my Dallas from Benefit blush, and that was my Bobbi Brown bronzer in Natural. And now we're going to use the Dandelion highlight from Benefit. This is the little travel size one that I got, and I have been enjoying this one lately. I still love my cookie, but I like this one too. At first I liked the cookie way better than this one. Now this one I like. Blend all that together. And now we're going to move on to the eyes. And I'm just going to do a one and done for the eyes, and I'm going to use this Maybelline Tatoo in the color Knockout, and it's purple to match my shirt. So I'm going to grab my Sigma, I think it's a Sigma E55. And I'm going to put it on one side of this brush. And then I'm just going to put it all over my lid. And then I'm going to flip it over to the side that doesn't have any on. And I'm going to pull it up with that into the crease and higher. Now let's take and put us the dot of concealer in the middle. It's not a one and done when you put the concealer, but I kind of want a little bit of something in the middle. I'm just going to take this little paintbrush and kind of blend that out a little. And then we're just going to take some of our highlighter and pop it right on top of that. So it's not quite as dark as it was. And blend the edges just a little bit. Just like that. And we're good. Then we're going to take our, make sure we don't have any fallout. We're good. Now we're going to push line with our Maybelline Tattoo liner, gel liner. In the push line, you just put your little finger on the center of your lid and push. And then it kind of curls your lash up around your finger. And you draw between the lashes with your gel pencil. And then we're going to take our flat brush and smudge that back and forth so that there's no skin showing on that lash line. Now I'm going to put on some mascara, and I'm just going to put on this Tightline mascara from It Cosmetics because I'm going to put on some lashes today because, I don't know, the serum doesn't seem to be getting it yet. Seems like I've been putting it on long enough I should see something, and I don't. So I don't know if it's not going to work because I've used it before and it stopped working, or if I'm just impatient. But anyways, I'm going to put on some mascara and then some lashes today. I feel like I want to put on some extensions, but I want to give the lash serum a little bit more time. Because once I put on the extensions, it says you can wear them with extensions. You can use the serum with extensions, but I'm pretty sure it'd make them fall off. So, I don't. This is my favorite mascara to use when I'm going to wear lashes because it just makes them blacker. Doesn't really add much length. I'm sure it adds a little bit of length, but mostly it just makes them black so that they match the eyelash and they blend better. And I know I've been telling you guys that I love that new Sky High, but I'm beginning to think that I don't love it. Because the last few times that actually every single time I've used it, I've gotten it on my eyelid. And the last few times that I've been trying to get that off, it doesn't come off that easily. It comes off fine at night when I'm using makeup remover and everything. That doesn't bother me. But when I'm trying to get flake off those little pieces, it doesn't come off very easily. And I don't like messing up the whole thing just because of the mascara. Anyways, I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to pop on some lashes and do my brows, and I'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I added lashes. These are the Kiss Jubilee lashes. I don't have the box. I think these are faux fur Jubilee lashes. And I did my brows with my Ka-Brow. And for my lips, I put on this L'Oreal Coconut Plump. This is a lip plumping one. And then I put this Diamond Plumper, so we're double plumped today with, and this is the light pink that is pretty much clear. But it gives you a nice tingly mintiness. Oh, I did go back in with a little bit of eyeliner, liquid liner. This is the RollerLiner from Benefit. Because these have a clear band, and the way I put them on, I use black glue, but it didn't cover the whole band, so I just kind of went back to cover it up. So that's it. I will come back. Right now, it doesn't seem to be sinking into lines. I still think that I don't like the color, but I'm not sure yet if I like the actual foundation, because I don't know, it's just thin. It's like it changes the color, but it definitely feels like skin, but it just doesn't cover enough. I think it goes on a little uneven, because like right here it seems like it's not as much as over here where there's yellower. Anyway, we're gonna see how it wears, and I'm gonna see how it looks in natural light, because it may look way better in real light rather than up here under these lights. So anyways, I'll be back at the end of the day to let you know my final thoughts on the bareMinerals original formula. So I'll be back. Okay guys, I am back. It is the end of the day. I'm extremely tired. I haven't worn lashes in forever, so they're kind of bugging me. But As far as this foundation goes, it is sinking into lines a little bit up here. Not bad. I think it wouldn't probably be very noticeable if it wasn't for the color. I think it looks better this time than the other day when I wore it, but I still don't think it's for me. I don't know what it is about it. It's just, it doesn't have enough coverage, I don't think. It feels really, really good. It definitely feels like you're not wearing makeup. And maybe if I got the right color, but I want more from makeup than this. If you like something that's super clean, super vegan, super natural, this might be perfect for you. But for me, it's a no. It's definitely a no. It's just, I don't know. I don't know why I don't like it, but I just don't like it. It doesn't have the coverage. It's not cakey at all. So that's a great thing about it. So, if you have that kind of problem, and it looks kind of glowy, even with all the powder I put on it. So, I don't know, guys. It's just not right for me. There's just too many out there that I like better. I think that's what it is. So I'm going to give it a thumbs down, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave if you haven't already, and follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for watching my videos, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah!